Thom Browne, the clothes designer, I went to see him last night. He gave a very personal inside look of his 25-year career. And I'm going to share some of the things that I saw and I heard and the emotions that this man so resonated with me. I noticed in this 1 hour conversation, every question that was asked, he reverted back to him knowing himself, making clothes that were, in his mind, for him, the way he wanted to represent himself and the brand. Even though when David Bowie came to him, when he had a store downtown, David Bowie legitimized him and he asked David Bowie, do you need any changes? And David Bowie said to him, I like it exactly the way you presented it. Don't make a change. When you're able to find your core, build a brand around your personal core, everyone else begins either to identify with you or they leave you. It's the message that he kept coming back to. Always. They asked him, would you make your shorts a little longer? No. Do the jackets, because he worked for Ralph Lauren, he worked for Giorgio Armani, he worked for a lot of people, Thom Browne. I think he's also involved with Xenia. But at the end of the day, every question was, what was your coming out? What was your moment? And he always comes back and says the same thing. It's when I realized that I've got to do me. I've got to be exactly who I am. I've got to know, I've got to feel, like the gray suits that he has, the gray color that he gravitates towards. He has his own story. We all have our stories. For me, when somebody says to me, what made you design this? That was another question that they asked. Where do your designs come from? Life around you and the entire environment is your inspiration. Think about it. He saw a man every day at the same hour wearing a gray distinguished suit. That left an impression on him, and he had a feeling about the guy that the guy was well dressed, well mannered. He looked at himself, he was handsome. So for him, that anchored him, and he built around it. Same with us, right? I mean, for me, mental fitness is a very big part of my life, because we all need it at the end of the day. You say, how do you design something? They asked him, how do you design? How do you come up with the designs? Well, when I'm watching him, naturally, I'm being introspective as well. I'm saying, oh my God, this guy who's got, 2,000 employees, worldwide renowned, Thom Browne, and here I am building this brand that's only 4 years old. He's 25 years ahead of me. He's got 25 years of Thom Browne. And by the way, that in 2008, he was near bankruptcy. He couldn't pay his payroll, but he paid it. Those moments that he was talking about, his inspiration, being himself, putting out that's really important for him. I look at these, and every time I look at these beautiful candles, it's just, I know what I went through. I know the level of number of no's that I have said, the number of no's. That's another thing he talks about. He says no to so many opportunities. The yeses come to him. So, when he works with celebrities, he doesn't chase the celebrities. He has identified himself. He's clear about what he is. And the celebrities come to him to dress him. The red carpet, the Met Gala, whatever the case may be. It was really, I'm not going to say I was wowed. I'm going to say I was wowed for myself. I was wowed for somebody else who has gone through these journeys of not knowing where they are, finding a moment, somebody legitimizing them. Like listen, for us, Barney's came to us, and sadly Barney's is not around, came to us and said, we want to have you exclusively on the 9th floor. Months later, they went bankrupt. I mean, so bad for me, but the minute that Barney's comes to me and Neiman Marcus came to us and Saks Fifth Avenue came to us, Bergdorf came to us, those are like legitimizing moments where somebody comes and says, you've got something special here. I was in awe both at him and myself at the same time. This is a little bit of a kind of pat in the back to say, wow, these 5 years, 2019 till now, has been, and again, I started this 2011, but it was on a very different path. 2019, what you guys see is the path that now is visible to everyone. So, you know, when I get phone calls from Patricia from Southern, what is it, Southern Living, and she's been following me, and I've got customers like Sofia Vergara, or I've got some other, you know, Anika Hart. I mean, I say this because they've had my candles, they've put them out there, they've talked about it, you know, Fat Joe. I mean, you go down the list. It's such a personal emotion yesterday, and so I feel that it's important to share it for those people who are on a particular journey, to say, you're the only one that matters. You got to do you. You got to be your style. You got to be who you are. You've got to be your personality. You got to keep at it. And you just got to understand there is a creative side, like Thom Browne says, and there is a business side. You better learn the business side so you can support the creative side. These are the things that I saw with Thom Browne last night. And it was a very big eye-opener. No surprise, don't get me wrong, because I know the stories. Calvin Klein has been through it. Ralph Lauren, at a certain point, I know that, you know, he needed money. Chanel, you know the story of Chanel, near bankruptcy. Prada, the same story with Karl Lagerfeld. If Karl Lagerfeld wasn't around, Prada maybe wouldn't be around today. You know, Bottega Veneta, you know, got bought out, and so on. So you go down the list of all these brands. They got their ups and downs, and all the same. You know, you look at Rolls-Royce, right? Why is the name Rolls-Royce? You know, they're fierce competitors, these two. I mean, it's such a wild journey. And if you watch this far, please type in the words in the comments 3151, because then I know who's watching my videos till the end. I love you guys. I'm happy to share these moments with you, because life at the end of the day is, it's such a personal journey. You know, we don't run our life for everyone else. We run it for ourselves, and we bring along other people to elevate them, right? You know, if somebody's in front of you, you try to catch up to them. If somebody's behind you, you want to hold their hand and drag them with you. That's life. I'm that person.